sis, you got to be able to allow somebody, and not somebody you know, not somebody that know your story or biased towards you or against you. You got to be able to find you a stranger and be open and honest with this stranger. And then you have to allow that stranger to look you dead in your face and tell you, sis, you the problem, right? You got to be open and willing to accept that. Because when I was told that I was the problem, I snapping my neck, looking all around like, what you mean? I'm the problem. How? And they said, let me break it down for you, sis. And they broke it down. And I looked around and I said, well, I'll be damned. Excuse my language. I don't know no other word to put right there. Okay, I tried. I realized I had a moment of reflection because I was open to the process. And I'll tell y'all how I got open to the process. It was reading Iyanla Vanzant book. Well, now I'm going to have to look up the name of the book because she's written a lot of books. But it's one particular book, I think Healing Journey, something like that, right? In the book, it gives you the 5 A's to heal. And I think the first A was, I know it's like awareness, acknowledgement, accountability. Y'all read that book? Y'all know what it is, right? So I was open to the process because I had did my pre-work. I didn't know it was my pre-work at the time. Before I ever stepped foot in therapy, I had indulged in some self-help books. I actually became addicted to self-help books because them things had the answers, okay? I was like, oh, the answers in the books. Right? So they had a lot of answers. But what ended up happening to me was I gained a lot of information without the skills to apply it to my life. So read your self-help books. Do your pre-work. Go ahead. But when you're ready to really change, to really evolve, you're going to have to get you some help, a skilled professional, okay? But I had did my work. So I came in there, I was open, I was ready to take accountability and whatnot, but I didn't know what I needed to be aware of or accountable for. So she told me that I made a decision, that I decided, that I went this way, that I took control, I let go of control. I did it. That's right, I did it. But then we broke it down. We started getting to the why. Because you don't just wake up the problem, right? You develop into that. You evolve into that. So I wasn't born the problem. I didn't wake up the problem. So I became that. Or why did I become that? How did I become that? And then we got to the root of the matter. But if you can't have awareness, just awareness that something's wrong, period. No judgment, just mindful awareness that something has shifted. Something isn't right. Every time you hear the every time I get into a relationship, this happens. Well, sis, you're the common denominator and you need to deal with it. But I know I couldn't deal with it on my own. You definitely need professional help. Just like you need a doctor, just like you go to when you have a cold, when you have a pain, okay? You got issues, sis. You're going to need a professional to help you with this. And then it's that moment of revelation that you're the problem, but they don't just leave you there. I'm sure people already told you, it's your fault. You the reason. You thinking to yourself, no, I'm not. I just did what I had to do. So, but in you doing what you have to do, you can become the problem. But baby, she didn't leave me there. We got to the root of it. And if you can get to the root of it, that's where the work is. That's where the healing is. Who do you have to forgive, sis? What do you have to let go? That's where the work is. This is a PSA from your favorite health coach. Peace out.